got to talk about Pudgy Penguins because we are having a pretty big pullback here in Pudgy Penguins. As you can see, we're down 8% in the last 24 hours. So we're going to talk about this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight into it. So as you can see, in the last 24 hours, we are down 8.1% here inside of Pudgy Penguins. So currently, the volume is at 391 million. We're going to talk about where I believe this is about to go. We're still up in the last 7 days. So that's still, something, and in the last 30 days. But anyways, looking here at the charts, we broke out of this channel here. I made a video about this, talking about how the end of this channel, we're probably going to have some type of breakout. That's exactly what we did. We broke exactly out to the point where I mentioned that we would, right at the resistance up here at the Fibonacci retracement. So we hit that level and then we got rejected. Now we're kind of pulling back. So what we're probably going to end up doing here is retesting some of these lows down here, possibly even coming down here to the lower 3 cent area right at the Fibonacci support there. Now also the percent R trend exhaustion is showing that we are a little bit overbought on both sides of the long term, which is the blue line, and the short term, which is the white line. You can see both the long term and the short term trend is both pulling back right now, which actually, if we continue to pull back like this and we come down here to a bottom, then we'll have the next rally after that, right? And this is on the 4-hour chart. So that's pretty much what we're looking at now. So we got a little bit more ways to pull back. Same thing here with the MACD. The MACD has a lot of selling pressure that's coming in. You can see it's kind of like progressively just pulled up to us, right? So now we're finally like getting the full force of that pullback right there. So we're probably going to see an even stronger pullback here in Pudgy Penguins. That's pretty much what I'm waiting for here. I know a lot of other coins are going up. A lot of other coins are doing some pretty big numbers right now. So a lot of people are probably upset. But, this is how altcoin season is. Like, you start to see some coins are doing extremely well. Some coins not so much, right? But Bitcoin's kind of pulling everything back, right? Everything's pumped so hard that they're kind of just making their own ways now, because you can see some stuff like Caspa down 6% in the last 24 hours, Bitcoin only down 0.4%. So whenever you're in altcoin season, everything is exaggerated. So whenever you see the pumps, they're over exaggerated. Whenever you see the dumps, they're over exaggerated, right? And that's for all the altcoins. We're at a 55.6% Bitcoin dominance. So we're still inside of an area where Bitcoin's a little more dominant than it should be, but it's not as dominant as it was before. So we're probably going to end up seeing a little bit more pullbacks here. Just like how we've seen with Pudgy Penguins, we're going to see some other things pulling back as well. I will keep you all updated, but as of right now, Pudgy Penguins is looking like it's probably going to come back down to this 3 cent area. So after that, what are we looking for after that? Well, after it hits 3 cents, we probably would end up getting another recovery back to the upside, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking for right now with Pudgy Penguins, is to hit that support and then bounce back up, right? And then when you look at let's go to the 30-minute chart, and it's a little bit better. Yeah, when you look at the 30-minute chart, it's not exactly oversold yet. It's been pulling back. Maybe when it pulls back at this area, I guess you could call this area like a little mini support area, right? Like a minor support. So maybe when we pull back to that area, maybe we have a little more strength to the upside. You can kind of see here with the percent R trend exhaustion that it's not exactly oversold yet, but it is nearing that area of oversoldness, right? But yeah, still seeing a long-term bullish play here with Pudgy Penguins, but short-term looking slightly bearish here. On the daily chart, you can see a little bit better here that the this is the short-term trend, the white line, and the blue line is the long-term trend. They're kind of meeting each other right now, and it does look like they're both simultaneously about to curve down at once. So even when you look at the daily chart, it looks a little bit bearish. And you can also see on the MACD, we are starting to see a little bit of selling coming in. So the sellers are starting to come in right now, and that's why we're seeing this pullback. But I think we're just going to pull back to that support and then continue upwards. So this was a textbook play right here, but now we have to wait and see what comes after this, right? This was a textbook play right here. We knew it was going to break out, and that's exactly what it did. perfect play. But yeah, this is all I got for you all today. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. As always, I'll be back with another video.